Mardel PLATA, very well selected by my colleague in the studio, Mr. Rahil Radhakrishna, and he's a good-looking horse, is Mardel PLATA. He's certainly needed the gelding, and he's had 2 runs since having the gelding for a second and a first. He's bred by Drakenstein. He's by the almighty Trippy out of a What a Winter mare. With me is Amisa. Amisa is the groom of Mardel PLATA, and he gets 1,000 Rand on behalf of our sponsors Hollywoodbets and Gold Circle. Well done to you, Amisa. Your horse looked fabulous. Let's get Jabu Jacobs in, and he's just having a word with James Rich, who's part of the Winning Form team, heads up the Winning Form team, and of course Jabu is sponsored by Winning Form. Jabu, you rode this horse last time, which was his first run back from the gelding, and I'm sure that you and your agent would have been on the phone and speaking to Mr. Rivlin to say, please keep me on, because it was a good run last time and an even better run this time.
Yes, definitely. You know, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Mr. Rivlin for giving me a chance again on this horse. Today was just simple instructions. Mr. Rivlin just said to me, I must just jump because there's no pace around me. I must just jump.
Well, you didn't follow that instruction.
Yes. Before they opened the gates, my horse's head was down. He stumbled out the gate, so that well, I had to go to Plan B.
Plan B, yes.
But he was following him nicely, traveling well. When I asked him, he quickened and never stopped.
Yeah, he's a good-looking horse, and of course I'm only having a bit of fun with you, Jabu, and it's not easy out the gates. You know, you expect your horse to jump well, and then he doesn't jump well. It happened to Sean in the first race, etc. So these things happen, but you recovered well, and you've put up a beautiful display in the saddle. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Again, I'd just like to say to Mr. Rowland and his team, big thank you. To Mrs. Lali, also thank you very much for the opportunity. To my sponsors, Winning Form, thank you. And also James, Mr. Rich, thank you.
Lovely. You're done for the day. A short day, but a very successful day for you. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Lovely. Let's get Tony Rivlin in, who is the conditioner of Mardel PLATA. Let's start off, Tony, with Katavar, because as you would have said and heard in that preview, I said there's no ways I'm going to accept the fact that he was as bad as that last run. Much better today.
Yeah, things just didn't go his way last time. He stumbled out the gate, actually fly jumped, I think, and he was a long way back. And Matt, I think, was a bit concerned. He was too far at his grand and 5, and he chased him, and he didn't go through with it. It was his second run after a rest, and today he ran, you know, a little bit more closer to his form. He's got quite a bit of ability, but I've got a feeling he's a small-hearted horse.
Okay.
When he comes under pressure, he idles.
Tony, let's talk about Robert Bloomberg, who races this horse with Mary Liley, and we're going to talk to her in a moment. But he's been a friend of yours for many, many years, and how wonderful to see him racing, in KZN, in Cape Town, all over the place. He must be chuffed.
Yeah, no, he's delighted. I gave him a lot of confidence. I must be honest, Warren. On his work, I couldn't see this horse getting beat. If it was 1,000 meters, I said there's not enough money you can put on this horse. And the reason being that it was his second run after quite a rest. He hadn't been on the grass before his last run. And when you back these horses up second time, in quite a short space of time, there's not a lot you can do between runs. And now you're going a furlong further. Not that 6 furlongs a problem for him when he's properly, in race fit. But 1,000 meters I'd have said there's just absolutely no way he can get beat. Unfortunately, things didn't go his way. As you see, he sort of pecked coming out the stalls, and then Jabo didn't want to get behind one of the slower horses, so he asked him to run a little bit. So he went through the field midway through the race. I was a bit worried. I thought, is he going to finish it off? But he's done well to win, and I think he will improve. And I'm obviously delighted for Mary and Robert. It's a nice partnership, and it was nice that Robert's racing a few horses in KZN. And well done to Drakenstein, who bred him. I was rather disappointed early in his career. I thought in his first time out he would run in the money, and he ran an appalling race. 3 bad runs, and we gelded him. Gelding didn't go well, and then he got virus after virus. But anyway, things have turned the corner for him, and I think he'll win a few.
Well done.
Thank you.
Lovely. Let's talk to Mrs. Mary Liley, who is the lady of the turf, and absolutely wonderful to have her at the races. Mrs. Liley, your horses and that you race with Tony, you and Tony certainly know how to choose good-looking horses.
Thank you. Let's hope so. We keep trying. And anyway, well done, Tony. And well done, Robert. Last time I called Robert Richard.
Well, we all get it wrong sometimes. But
Yes,
Mrs. Lally,
yes,
he's got the pedigree, and Tony's, excited maybe of
Yes,
winning another
yes,
one or two.
Yes, because he should stay further, which is very exciting to have a horse that stays.
Yes.
The horse we've got in Cape Town at the moment, King of the Gauls, he's an out-and-out sprinter, but he's a beautiful horse.
He certainly is.
Yes, but this is not a bad-looking horse.
No, not at all. But Mrs. Lally, lovely to have you in the winner's box. As I say to all the owners, for your continued support
Actually, I
and
didn't know
contribution.
it's come as such a long time since I've had a winner here.
Well, there we go. There's champagne for you to enjoy, and all the best to you, Mrs. Lally.
Thank you very much.
So much. There we go. That's Mrs. Mary Lally.
Well done, Jarbo.
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
Well done to Java Jacobs as well, who was the pilot of Mardel Plata. Thank you, Mrs. Lally. All the very best to you and your family. Mardel Plata's won from Run to Rio and Silver Savage. I think that's the result. Can't see the board, but Mardel Plata, the handsome son of Trippy, bred by Drakenstein. Well done to you, Robert, down in Cape Town. I'm sure this was very sweet.